Hi, I'm Chad Busenich, Engineering Manager with SumoSprings International. Today we've got a 2020 Ford F-150 4x4 in our shop, and we're going to be installing a Rebel SumoSpring kit. This kit comes complete with lower brackets, upper brackets, hardware kit, installation instructions, and of course our Rebel Sumo Springs. The Rebels are a two-piece design, which allows them to separate when the truck is empty so that there's air gap allowing it to get the factory ride quality. And then as you hook up your trailer, add a payload into the bed, it will engage to help handle that extra weight. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the factory bump stop. There's a bolt that goes up through the center and into the frame. We want to save this bolt because we're going to use it to install the upper bracket. So the first upper bracket, they have different part numbers because there's a driver's side and passenger side. So the 512163 goes on the driver's side. We're just going to place this bolt right through that slot, right back into the frame. I'm going to leave it loose for now until I get the tag nuts and the other two bolts in place. So we're going to pop this lower brake line loose from the bracket and pull it down just a little bit to give a little more room. I'm going to take these tag nuts right here, and they come flat. You just want to bend the tag up at about a 45-degree angle, and then we're going to slide these right through here, and one goes toward the front slot in the frame for the front bolt, and the other one is going to go to the rear slot. So now we're going to put two fender washers behind the rear of the bracket, the rear hole in the bracket, and then we'll put a 3/8 bolt through the fender washers, and that'll thread into this tag nut. And then we'll tighten all those bolts down. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is mount the upper half of the Sumo Spring to the upper bracket. We want to use the forward slots, and we're going to use the smaller spaced bolt pattern here. Line those up in the forward slots. Tighten these down just close and leave them so that we have a little bit of adjustment once we get everything in place. So now we mount this upper bracket to the bracket that's already mounted to the frame. There's two sets of holes on the bracket here. The upper set of holes is for two-wheel drive trucks, and the lower set is for four-wheel drive trucks. So we're gonna go with the lower set of holes since we have a 4x4, and slide this in here and line up these bolts. And then install the nuts. Then we'll tighten these down. Now that we have the upper assembly in place, we're gonna put the lower assembly together and install it. So we're gonna attach the lower half of the Sumo Spring to the lower bracket. I'm gonna leave it a little bit loose so that we can make final adjustments when we're all done. The lower half of the bracket goes right on top of the leaf springs, and just center it over the axle. We're gonna install the U-bolts to clamp the bracket in place. So with that centered over the axle, we can tighten those down. Now, the reason we left these loose is so that we can jack the axle up so that we can get the two halves close together like it would be at ride height, and then we'll, once they're aligned, then we'll tighten these down. Once we have these aligned, we'll tighten them down. Okay, so one thing we noticed once we got done with the installation, put the truck on the ground, is there's a very small gap between the top and bottom halves of the Sumo Spring. This could cause some uncomfortable ride quality with the truck empty because it's a lighter truck, and if it's always making contact, it's going to be a little bit stiff. There's a lot of times where, you know, the leaf springs can be worn out and sagging. This truck hauls a trailer a lot, and so they could be a little bit worn out from that. Or just variations in the builds of the trucks sometimes are just a little bit different here and there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove the bolts holding the upper brackets together, and we're going to move this up to the next set of holes to give it a little bit more air gap in here. What that'll do is when the truck is empty, it's going to give it free range of motion for a comfortable factory quality ride. And then once he hooks up his trailer, put some stuff in the bed or whatever, and it's loaded down, then that'll close that gap and add the full support of the Sumo Spring. Now we've got about a 1-inch gap here, which is perfect. This will allow it to ride and move nicely when it's empty and handle all the weight they want to throw at it once they get it loaded down.